trying to create a life cycle. If a child comes up through one of our teams, and then they have an internship with us, and then ultimately become an employee or a future leader of one of our organizations, we at least know that they share our core values.
So given Warren's vision, we wanted to create a streamlined process for our players to have access to these opportunities within our various operating companies. This is how the idea for Steel Players to Steel Partners was born. Through this program, players will have exclusive access to internships and opportunities with all of the Steel Partners operating companies through many avenues. For example, we have a LinkedIn group specifically for our current and past players to join, where they can interact with other players throughout the country, as well as representatives from each company. We also will host a virtual career fair every spring, exclusively for our current and past players to learn about the different companies under the Steel Partners umbrella. And they will have the opportunity to spend valuable one-on-one time with the representatives from each company. Steel Sports has had a lot of great success helping our past players transition from player to intern to employee, so we're really excited to bring that success to all of the Steel Partners operating companies and provide this amazing opportunity for our players. Our goal is to make sure we're developing our players both on and off the field, and this is just one more way that we're going to accomplish that.
I think the reason why someone should get involved in an organization like Steel Sports, for example, is the pathway that I've had is a pathway that anybody getting involved in the organization could have and could follow. So I started as a player with the organization. I came back and was interning with the organization, transitioning through from an assistant regional product director and doing a lot of coaching, and transitioning into now the teams director role in New York. And I think there's those opportunities there for anybody who's looking to seize them, really.
Around, I would say, 6th grade-ish, that's when I started playing for Steel. Since then, played club soccer up until high school, and then now I play college soccer at Rutgers Camden. That was, if my expectations were, I guess, mid-grade, they were definitely over-exceeded. I got to work with my former coach, got to meet tons of new people, went on an intern trip to Wisconsin, traveled on my own. So there was definitely a lot of experiences that allowed me to, I guess, figure out new things about myself and also things about my future career. So this internship definitely blew my expectations out of the water, I would say. As a Steel United athlete, you kind of just are focused more on like the sport that you play. You don't really know too much about the organization. But actually coming into an intern, I learned a lot more about Steel Sports. I learned about Steel Partners, how there's different organizations that you could potentially work in if you were to pursue working in Steel Partners.
The process I had was from an intern to part-time, then to full-time. I believe it was summer of 21, and there was a content position open. Working on field, on site most of the time, doing photography, videography. It felt natural to kind of move from that part-time role to a full-time role once I graduated college. So it definitely was a natural progression. I got to learn kind of before I stepped into that full-time position.
My experience in Wisconsin was amazing. I went there as a part of the intern group that went there, and I got tasked to pretty much document the whole event, so that was definitely really fun. So it let my creativeness with content kind of flow, and I think the short video that we did very well. I'm very happy with how it came out. I came thinking Steel was only Steel Sports and Steel United. I thought it was one and one, and then come to find out we got welders, web bank. I didn't know we owned a bank, so it was just very cool to find out more about the actual company as a whole, and then just to meet and connect with so many different people from so many different parts of the country and so many different job backgrounds.